Have you thought about taking an art course at Nicolet? Requirements for graduation include 1 full credit to be taken in the area of fine arts. Taking an art course satisfies this requirement. There are other reasons for taking an art course. Colleges often favor well-rounded applicants, students with preparation in a variety of subjects including the fine arts. Whether or not you are planning on college, you may want to consider a career in an art-related field. Studying art helps intellectual growth because it develops your ability to visualize abstract concepts and to communicate these ideas to others. In addition, studying art will give you skills and interests that you may enjoy pursuing in the years ahead. Nicolet's Art Department offers you courses in 8 different subject areas. Drawing and Design 1 is a semester course. It is recommended as an entry-level course for the continuing art student since drawing skills are basic. Media used include pencil, pen and ink, charcoal, pastel, and watercolor. During the second quarter, the emphasis is on color. Students study color theory, design elements, and learn how some of the great artists of the past organized their pictures. Subject matter includes still life, portraiture, and landscape. By the end of the semester, each student has produced many fine pictures that can be matted and displayed. Drawing and Design 2 is a semester course. It is a continuation of Drawing and Design 1 intended for students who wish to increase their skill in drawing and picture making. Methods are taught for developing an original concept, then realizing the concept through one of the various stylistic methods. Students learn about principles of balance, contrast, rhythm, unity, and they learn how professional artists construct their images. Discussions and group critiques help students assess the quality of their work as their portfolios grow. Graphic design is a semester course intended for those interested in art as it relates to advertising and commerce. Layout, paste-up, and typography are covered, as well as illustration techniques. Students will learn to use the Macintosh computer to create page layouts and original artwork. They will also become familiar with commercial printing methods. This course may be continued for an additional semester. Students work as graphic designers in cooperation with Nicolet faculty and other organizations to produce concert posters, designs for school publications, and other graphics. As advanced students, they further develop their skills in illustration, display, and computer graphics. This compact disc cover is a photo montage made by a Nicolet senior. Ceramics is a year course. Students learn to form clay using such methods as pinch, coil, slab, and drape. Then they learn to wheel throw using the potter's wheel. After a low-temperature bisque firing, the work is glazed or decorated. In addition to pottery, students may try modeling in clay. Students also create functional pieces such as ceramic mirror frames, lamps, and jewelry. The class field trip to the courtyard for an outdoor raku firing is an experience that produces exciting results, such as this piece using a horsehair technique. In advanced work, techniques are combined to produce more complicated forms such as teapots or sculpture. Painting is offered for the year. Students choose to work in either traditional oil colors or the newer acrylic paints. They are taught how to stretch canvas and prepare the painting surface, and how to model the paint to achieve the illusion of depth. In landscape painting, students develop an understanding of how light affects the colors and forms observed in nature, and they learn how to recreate these effects in their pictures. In painting from the figure, students learn about proportions and how to obtain a good likeness. Class members learn about some of the movements in art that have paved the way for today's trends. Students have the opportunity to experiment with these styles as well. Art Metal is a year course. Students design their own original jewelry, rings, bracelets, necklaces, earrings, or small-scale sculpture. Students learn the use of a jeweler's saw and how to solder to make a container project. Students are taught about design principles and how to develop an idea for a jewelry piece, as well as the techniques necessary to complete it. Wire construction, enameling, stone setting, and cold connections are other areas which may be covered. Advanced students learn married metal and mokume techniques. Lost wax casting is fascinating. Here, silver is being melted in the crucible of the casting machine. The molten silver will be spun into a mold to make a ring. There are 3 levels of photography offered in the Fine Arts Department. In Photo 1, students are introduced to the digital camera and Photoshop in the department's digital lab. Students will study basic camera functions, composition, subject selection, and lighting throughout the semester. Students are required to provide a digital camera throughout the course for out-of-school photo shoots. In Photo 2, students are introduced to the basics of film photography. Students will learn how to operate 35mm cameras, develop and process film, and how to make black and white photographic prints in the darkroom. Students will also experiment with alternative techniques such as toning, double exposures, and pinhole cameras later in the semester. Photo 3 is designed for students who have a strong desire to continue improving and exploring their photography skills, both digital and film. Students will explore advanced techniques and complete independent projects that interest them along with those that are required by the teacher. Students in this class will also have the opportunity to take photographs for the school newspaper, yearbook, and website. Students taking this course must be self-motivated and able to work independently on assignments. Advanced Placement Studio Art is a year course. It is usually taken in the senior year. The AP program is designed to allow a student to receive college credit or advanced placement in college for work done in high school. Students considering AP Art should enroll in art courses as underclassmen to serve as a foundation. The coursework consists of drawing, design, color, sculpture, and a year-long personal project in order to complete a diverse body of work that will be submitted in portfolio form for examination by the College Board at the end of the year. A substantial amount of homework is required for this course. Do you have to be talented to be a good art student? No, not necessarily. Natural ability is helpful, but in art, just as any other subject, knowledge and skills are acquired step by step. You will begin learning such basic skills as seeing, developing an artistic idea, and handling materials. Gradually, you will learn to accomplish work that is more sophisticated in technique and expression. Many of the Nicolet students whose work you have just seen were surprised at the beautiful things they learned to create, and they were surprised to discover talents and abilities they never knew they had. We teach students to apply problem-solving skills to all aspects of life. Art knowledge is often the bridge between subjects that will allow your student to make connections, helping your child acquire more wisdom at a young age. A few examples of this intellectual pursuit are that students in art learn about chemical reactions between objects, the effects of light, and how things are constructed. These are practical applications that reinforce concepts taught in chemistry, physics, and math. Art isn't just pictures on your wall. Most people don't think about the fact that everything people see, touch, or use was designed by someone. A variety of objects that are used each day, such as your toothbrush, cereal bowl, clothing, and your computers, were all designed by someone. Our future depends on the next generation being able to help solve the environmental, economic, and domestic issues that face our world. There are numerous jobs available for those interested in art, such as an architect or urban designer, facility planner, publication designer, industrial designer, fashion designer, museum curator, and art teacher, just to name a few. While these careers improve the aesthetic quality of our lives, they are also jobs that involve computer skills, creative problem solving, and can be quite lucrative. It is very important that if your student is interested in an art career, that they take courses each year and in the recommended sequence, as they will need to develop a portfolio of work by the time they are a senior. All of the art teachers, Mrs. Leeson, Mrs. Rumpf, and Mrs. Schmidt, are very excited to know we will be helping your children find careers that will not only improve society, but make them happy as well. Why not register for an art course this year? You will be surprised at what you are able to create, and you'll have a lot of fun in the process.